On this channel, I talk a lot about what it means to be an executive, how to go from mid-career professional like a senior manager or an individual contributor to the executive level. Today, I want to talk about a specific type of executive, which is a transformational executive. These are executives that take companies in new directions, and they come in and they build camaraderie and energy around a concept, and they shift and move an organization in a new direction. Those are transformational executives, and that's what we're going to talk about today. My name is Tom, and I'm the founder of Vertical Motion, where we help mid-career professionals become executives. If you're someone with 10 to 15 years experience, mid-level manager or senior individual contributor, and you want to move to the VP level or the C-suite or beyond, you want to follow this channel, subscribe here, and you'll go through the content. You'll see a whole bunch of information on how to take those steps forward in your career. You can also follow me over on Instagram at TomCoxVM, where we have about a reel a day of good content to help kind of give you tips and tricks along the way as you move through your career. If you are an authentic person, if you are empathetic to those around you, and you're audacious, if you have those traits, you will most likely become a great executive. I want to talk to you today specifically about what it means to be a transformational executive. A transformational executive is an innovative and visionary leader who drives profound change within an organization. And transformational executives have 6 skills that they've acquired and developed throughout their career to help them actually transform organizations. We're going to talk about those 6 skills today. So the first skill that a transformational executive will have is visionary leadership. So this is somebody who has clear and inspiring vision for what they see the organization can become. And they tend to think well beyond just short-term goals. A lot of executives get stuck in the quarter-to-quarter grind. Transformational executives are thinking well beyond that. Their horizon is like years, not months or quarters. They're able to see kind of the big picture. They foster a sense of purpose, and they cheerlead and rally their team around this common vision. So to have this visionary leadership quality is really important for a transformational executive to actually get the buy-in of the organization to join them. The number 2 skill set is strategic agility. And what this means, you're able to quickly adapt to changing circumstances, both in the industry and in your company. It also means that you have a deep understanding of what the true core competencies of your company or organization really are. Not just what's on the white paper or on the website or in the About Me section. It's really understanding and having a deep understanding of what makes your company strong and different than those companies around you. You know what that core strength is, and then you know and can see the opportunities that are in the marketplace, and you know how to apply that strength in a way that other companies can't. You might see an opportunity where a company is abandoning a customer or a market segment, and you're set up really well to take over market share in that space because of the skills and the core competencies of your company. So having that strategic agility in understanding what you're good at and what's out there is really important for transformational executives. Number 3 is having an inclusive and collaborative leadership style. Transformational executives don't do everything by themselves. In fact, they do very little. They actually spend most of their energy inspiring and empowering others throughout the organization to actually do the heavy lifting. Because the truth of it is, if you want to transform an organization, you have to know that you need buy-in up and down throughout the entire organization. You need everyone from the assistant janitor to the CEO, all in agreement in this is the way we should go. And transformational leaders know that the best way to get people to join your team is to empower them. Because when people are empowered to do something, they take a sense of ownership in it. If I say, I want to build this capability that we haven't built before, and I tap someone on the shoulder and say, can you build this thing that's never been built before? And they're predisposed to want to build. They're going to be excited about that opportunity to do something that they haven't been able to do before in this culture. And so giving them this opportunity to shine in their strength in building something, they're going to lean into that. They're going to want that opportunity to demonstrate something to their organization that they can do. And so transformational leaders look for those kinds of people and then empower them to go and build something. And so that sense of ownership that that person has, it's as if you're doing it yourself, but they're doing it with you, for you, because you both are linked to the same goal, this transformation. The 4th skill that's important for transformational executives is change management expertise. So you need to be effective at explaining the rationale for the change. You have to define clearly the why for everyone. And remember that in company cultures, you will find people who are very innovative and they're way over here in front of everyone in the world. They're like, yeah, let's go with this technology. We believe in the future. We get it. And then all the way over here is another part of the company culture. And this part of the company culture is like, it's worked fine. Why are we changing things? You need to make sure that your why answers the why question for everyone. And so it's important that you take time with people that are slower to adopt new processes or policies or new objectives and goals. You need to focus on making sure that they understand why this change is happening. Some people really hate change and they will push back against change every chance that they get. You want to give them the opportunity to understand why you're doing this. You want their buy-in. You also want them to know that you're not just throwing everything out. You want to take the best of what we do forward as well. So making sure that you have this ability to help manage the expectations of everybody inside the organization. This is change management, and you want the expertise in being able to do that. The fifth skill set that's important for transformational executives is digital acumen. We live in an age where everything is digitized now. You cannot get away with not having a digital skill set anymore. The age of like the CEO having a secretary type out a letter, that's gone, right? CEOs have their own inbox. CEOs have their own smartphones, right? And so if you're a change agent and you're a transformational executive, you need to know all of the new technologies that are rolling into the workplace. I know executives who don't know what Slack is, who don't know what Notion is, who don't know how to, do a digital marketing campaign. That's just not going to fly anymore. Now, from this point forward, you need to be well versed in transformational technologies that are coming into the workforce, like AI. You need to have a strong data analytics mindset. You need to understand how to use data to help you make decisions. Even if you're someone like me that tends to make decisions more emotionally and more from gut instinct, that data is important to helping you justify those decisions. So having that digital acumen is really important for transformational executives moving forward. And finally, the sixth skill that transformational executives have is that they're risk takers, but they're resilient risk takers. Change involves uncertainty. Whenever you try something new, there's a good chance it's going to fail. 80% of transformations fail in organizations, and there's a reason for that. It's because the executives in charge may not be transformational in nature themselves. Entrepreneurs are really good at working in high risk, high growth environments, but executives that grow up in large corporations may not have those skill sets. So if you're someone who's been inside of an organization 15, 20 years, or you've been in large corporations and you haven't really been exposed to the entrepreneurial world, you may want to get some of that experience and exposure to help you become more transformational. This is going to help prepare you to navigate challenges and setbacks that you'll find along the way. And you want to be able to persevere in the face of obstacles that show up. When something doesn't go well, turn it into a learning experience as opposed to dwelling on, oh my God, I tried this and it didn't work. Transformational executives know that there is risk in what they're trying to do, and they know that most of the time it's not going to work out, but the times that it does makes it worth it. So those are the 6 skill sets that a transformational executive needs to learn in order to go into an organization and actually transform the organization. And I find this type of leadership, transformational leadership, to be the most exciting and engaging kinds of ways to lead organizations. When you can walk into an organization and show them how they can not just grow by 3% or 30%, but you can 3x what they're doing, that's a really great way to spend your time trying to build something great for everyone involved. If you want to learn more, reach out to me here below in the comments, or you can reach me over on Instagram at TomCoxVM. That's what I have for you today, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.